Hey everybody, it's Ron Jackson, and welcome to Keeping Tabs with Ron Jackson and my special guest, Christian Rodriguez. How you doing, Christian?
I'm doing good, doing good. How about you?
I'm good. Yeah, so Christian's visiting here in the New York City area from where do you hail from?
San Diego, California.
Yeah, so I mean, you live there too,
Yes, I live there, born and raised.
but also you live in Los Angeles, don't you?
Yes, I live in LA currently because of my school. I currently go to UCLA. This is my senior year, this upcoming year.
Oh wow. So I met Christian through the great Jacques Leger, who was one of his teachers at the University of California, Los Angeles. Yes.
Yeah.
And he recommended Christian to me because of seven-string guitar playing.
Yes.
Yeah, you couldn't find anybody that played seven-string jazz guitar out there?
I asked Jacques, and he said he recommended me to you, so I trust his judgment. And so far, I'm liking the classes.
Good. Yeah, he's visiting New York, so so if there's any comments or anything, everybody, please let us know. If it's any questions you want to ask myself or Christian, please do that right now. And we'll be talking about different things. We'll have different banners coming up, and Christian would love to take questions from you. And so, Christian, what did you start playing? What made you want to start playing guitar?
So it's a long story. First, my first instrument was violin. So I was classically trained on that. And
How old were you when you started, actually?
I was, I think, 11 years old since I started violin. Then my brother was in this group in high school, jazz group. They needed a bassist, so I switched to bass. Then the last week of summer, when I was about to enter freshman year, the professor decided that he needed a guitar player. So I needed to learn guitar in less than a week, which was hard.
So what age were you when that happened?
I was, I think, 15 or 16.
Oh wow.
Yeah. I think, yeah, 15 or 16.
So you start off with violin first, though.
Yes.
Oh, cool. That's great. Yeah. So you started. Did you actually got really serious about it eventually? Didn't you?
Yes, as I started playing guitar, I started to fall in love with it. I used to play almost every day, at least 8 hours. Just at that time.
8 hours? Wow. What
Yeah.
were you playing though?
Yeah. So I got like used to it. I got used to it, and I used to play this game with my friends. Like, sing me a note. Sing me a note.
Uh.
Sing it again.
Okay.
Same note, different octave, but that's what I usually
Look
do.
at this, Rodney. Okay, look at this. My friend Rodney. Now, Rodney, guess where Rodney lives?
Spain.
San Diego.
San Diego.
So Rodney's a big fan of mine. He's my moderator on Patreon, which I have here. Everybody, just so you know, I have 7-day free access to my Patreon. And so Rodney is actually a big fan of mine. He owns all my 3 shirts and all kinds of. But he lives in San Diego, and and so it's good. Actually, I've been trying to hook you up with him. So Rodney, when you get a chance, I'll get you in contact with Christian here, so you can hang out with him, and when he's out in L.A. or in San Diego, because he lives in San Diego.
Oh.
And he's a big fan of mine. He's my moderator also on YouTube and everything too. Great to see you, Rodney. And so before we keep talking, let's play something.
Yeah.
So pick a song.
After you've gone in F.
Yeah. Sure.
Starting in B flat.
Yeah. So you can turn up just a little bit. Yeah, good. We'll play nice and soft for you guys, so we don't blow out the speakers. Count it up.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Take a look. Take a look.
eighth or?
Yeah. Yeah.
Tag.
Yeah. So look, yeah, Christian Rodriguez. Yeah, let's give him a big hand. Look at all these fans watching now. Let's see what the comments are here. Hey, Chris, Felix Rodriguez. Who's that?
Oh, that's my dad.
Oh, your dad. Well, of course. Your dad better say he loves you. He said, Chris.
I love you too.
And Veronica. Who's that?
My mom.
I love you, Chris. Well, you better.
Yeah.
You can do it. You can do it. And David, who's he?
I don't.
Clap, clap.
Don't know.
Oh, great, great. Thank you for watching, everybody. And God bless your steps wherever you go. Rodney. Oh, yeah. So my friend Jeffrey Boyle's watching, a big fan of mine. And he's like, he's out of Philadelphia. So say hi to Jeffrey, everybody. Let's show some of these comments right now to everybody. So your mother said, God bless your steps wherever you go.
Thank you.
And Rodney, he said, hey, so it said, Rodney saying, please subscribe to Ron's YouTube channel. Thank you, Rodney. Follow him on Instagram and Pinterest. As well as he does so much for the jazz guitar community. Thank you. I try my best, Rodney. I really appreciate you.
How much did you pay him?
I'm
just kidding.
I paid him a lot. Yeah, so Rodney says hi to Jeffrey. And David Gonzalez says, great, great. And Rodney says he was looking forward to this episode. Great. So you have some fans already. So definitely, Christian, before we keep going, we got to let everybody know about your socials. So what's going on with you?
Due to school, I'm not in social media as much, but I try to post as much as I can. I go on Instagram by _Christian __ Rodriguez _.
So what I suggest, Christian? You do something much simpler so people can find you. Like, I have Ron Jackson Music. So maybe you should do Chris Rodriguez Music or something. And start a new.
I thought you were going to say Chris Rock Music.
Yeah. No, that way, you have to find some continuity with your, so you have the same name for all your channels, So, Chris studies with me too. And so he's learning social media with me too, obviously right now. So it's good to have like an easy name like that. My original name was Ronald Jackson, but that sounds kind of corny. Isn't Ron Jackson much hipper?
Yeah.
So I have Ron Jackson Music. So you could have Chris Rodriguez Music. You know, you like to be called Christian or Chris?
Christian.
Okay. So I'm a Christian too, but not
I'm Catholic actually.
I just yeah. So Chris, so you're in New York visiting me, but you were here last week. What were you doing here last week?
Last week I came to visit one of my good friends, Aaron. He was a drummer, but now he's I forgot what he does for
Uh-huh.
engineering he does. But I was spending time with Vinny and meeting
Vinny who?
Vinny Raniello, the man, the myth, the legend. I saw him playing with.
So no one knows who Vinny is. So what does he do? What does he play?
Vinny plays guitar as well. He has played with Bucky for some years. He was a student of Bucky.
Bucky who?
Bucky Pizzarelli.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Bucky Pizzarelli. He usually plays with Frank
Vignola.
Yes. I can't pronounce his last name for some reason. But
because they're all Italian too, you know.
Yeah.
So Bucky, just so you guys know, Bucky Pizzarelli was a master 7-string and 6-string guitar player who I used to study with too for a long time until like he convinced me to play 7-string, which we're both playing right now. And Bucky was, you know, he actually passed away in '94 during COVID, unfortunately. And I stayed with him for like about 7, 8 years on and off. And he's the one that got me into 7-string. And so I want to ask you a question. How do you get to 7-string guitar?
So my junior year of high school, I saw John Pizzarelli play.
Oh, yeah. Bucky's son.
Yes.
Yeah.
There was this song that he played called After You've Gone, the way that he played it. And I fell in love with the way he played it. And I'm like, what guitar
Was he singing it or was he playing it?
Both.
Oh, okay.
So he was singing and also playing on it. And I looked at the guitar and he had one of these, a Benedetto guitar, and that was too expensive.
Yeah, so this is too expensive too. No?
Yeah. Too expensive. So I always wanted a 7-string guitar. But one day in the middle of the night, in class, I saw this D'Angelico, 7-string D'Angelico, and I was like, if PayPal gives me enough money, I'll pay for it. I'll buy it. Mm-hmm. So they gave me enough money, and I'm like, if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. I bought it, and I finished paying it off. I love it.
This guitar. Yeah. So you know what? This is. You show them the guitar. Like show them the headstock. Now this guitar, I've never seen a 7-string D'Angelico, but this is not like the original D'Angelico. But this is like is this a carved one?
Yes, it was carved by hand, and people ask me, how do you know? I look at the tailpiece, and you can see the marks behind the tailpiece, but not right now. Mm-hmm. So I actually came here to New York to actually get more information about this guitar. Apparently, the same luthier that made the guitar for the current owner for D'Angelico made this one as well. Hmm. This was made in 2012, and he passed away in 2015.
Wow, but that's that old? It's 10 years old or 12 years old?
Yes.
This is a great guitar, and it's not very. It wasn't very expensive. You know, like this is like carved guitars are usually much more expensive. But you know, the reason why it's not too expensive is what reason?
I got it from Japan. So in Japan, everything costs a lot cheaper, and I just randomly found it, and I wanted to buy it, bought it, and
also they're cheaper too because they're 7-string guitars, and no one wants to play a 7-string. So if anybody wants to learn 7-string, now's your chance. Yeah. So let me see some questions here. There's a Maria Galansky. Who's that?
Oh, that's my aunt.
Hi. Let's see. Everybody loves Christian. You know, I love Christian too, but you know the religion actually. I'm sure. Yeah, that's great. And then Veronica says, Miranda says, I love you, Christian, so much. I love it. So, Rodney has a question. Mm-hmm. Christian, do you just strictly play 7-string in school and gigs?
Yes.
Really? You don't play any other guitars now?
No.
Oh, interesting. Wow.
So, I used to play a D'Angelico, a 6-string D'Angelico, but with a PRman pickup with the monkey on a stick thing, so you can like move it around. I used to play that. But now I don't play it because if I want to play 6-string, I have 6 strings. But the 7th is optional.
Yeah. So. You know, the thing is, though, everybody, in my case, I teach a lot of students who don't play 7 string. So I play the 7 string. I mean the 6 string guitar when I teach. I think you should know. I mean, you should still play both. I think
Oh, I do play both when I'm bored, but
when you're bored, huh? But now you're not bored with the 7 string.
no.
Yeah. So let's continue. I want to see something. That's awesome. He says he loves you. You have a new fan now. There's Miss Bliss. Hello, woohoo, Mrs. Veronica's son. Who's Miss Bliss? I don't know who that is.
I don't know who that is neither.
That's great. Thank you for watching, everybody. So, do you have a YouTube channel yourself?
Used to. I don't use it as often as before. If you search up Christian Rodriguez, you might find some videos of me.
Yeah. So definitely, if you start putting up stuff on YouTube. So everybody, if you don't subscribe to me, please subscribe right now. I want to show you a message before we continue about my podcast. My podcast is all about inviting people who are not as famous yet or who are going to be famous like Christian.
Hopefully.
Yeah. I'm praying for you, Christian. And so this is a podcast for people. I'm going to have Rodney on the show. It's from San Diego too, and it's great to have people who are up and coming, not just like famous people all the time. I can invite famous people, but so I'm inviting my students, my different kinds of people that are not. So some people aren't even professionals. I invite up, like retirees or students and stuff like that. So I want to show you a little PSA for my channel. And so check this out, everybody, and watch this for a second. Thanks for watching my podcast, Keeping Tabs with Ron Jackson. Please follow me everywhere at Ron Jackson Music. Also, check out my website called www.ronjacksonmusic.com, and you can get cool merch like this. Take lessons with me. You're going to find the best cool things on the internet for jazz guitar, 6 and 7 string. So I appreciate you guys, and I hope to see you in the next show. Yeah. So everybody, we're here with Christian Rodriguez. So we're gonna play another song. You want to do a solo piece?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so let's watch Christian play some solo 7-string guitar for us. What are you gonna play, Christian?
All the thing you is, all the things you are.
All the things you aren't.
No,
So Christian's gonna do a song called "All Things You Are."
There is this professor that used to call it "All the Things You Is."
Oh yeah, before we continue, Rodney's asking a question. So what have you been studying with me?
Well, mostly it was more of, I remember the first class was, getting used to the bass notes instead of playing it the A right here. Get comfortable with that.
Yeah.
I get comfortable with, okay, instead of playing C, I play the C over here. And you get comfortable with the bass root. Then one of the classes we worked on walking bass, or I need to listen to walk bass. Oh. Then an arrangement. I forgot how it went, but I forgot how it went.
What song is it? This Nether Was Mine?
Yeah, no, it was You Made It, and we caught like 3 mistakes.
Yeah. That's us.
Yeah.
This Nether Was Mine. Yeah. So I was talking to Rodney because Rodney checks my work because you know what, I work for a magazine. Let me show you something. So I write for Acoustic Guitar Magazine. This magazine, so it's a great magazine. See this? And what happened is sometimes when I do these magazines, they have like editors and to check my work. So Rodney's like one of my editors, and so is you.
Yeah.
So usually when I write the music out as guitar players, sheet music. Are you perhaps with that sheet music there?
Yeah.
So if you look at some of my music that's written, it's a lot of pages to this one. If you look carefully at this sheet music here, everybody. So if you look carefully, I write the music on top and then there's tabs. So the music on top is fine, but when you translate it, you copy the music and you put it in the tabs, you have to make sure it's actually written correctly. So it's great to have people check it and make sure, because I'll be looking at it and still not find a mistake. But also, editors on my magazine four of them could be looking at something, there'll still be a mistake sometimes. So we all have to catch each other. So what do you like to play today?
All the things you are.
Okay. So Christian's gonna play a solo piece called "All Things You Are." I'm gonna go have a cigarette right now. I'm just kidding.
A blunt. That's more
blunt.
acceptable.
Oh, okay. You see. Ooh, Veronica's son. Look at this comment. Yeah. Okay. So Christian's gonna play "All Things You Are." Here we go. Yeah. Yeah. Christian playing "All Things You Are." His arrangement. Nice 7-string arrangement, Christian. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, Christian. So you know what's really great, everybody, is that Christian is a 7-string player, and Rodney's a new one, and I'm trying to get more people to play 7-string guitar because there's not that many of us. So if you're interested in learning 7-string guitar, please let me know. And it's great to have people learn extended range instruments on the guitar for jazz, because it's mostly played in progressive rock and metal actually these days. Hey, Rodney says, look at this great comment here. Rodney says, that was wonderful, Christian. You have a big fan now. So he's in San Diego. He'll come out and see you play. You know, Christian lives in San Diego. Rodney, this is the student I was talking about. So, and friend of mine, Christian, my guest. So, Christian, So you said you're going to be you're studying right now,
Yes.
and you're about to graduate. So you're what do you plan to do after you graduate from college?
Hopefully move down here to New York. Right now I am currently applying for Juilliard, NYU, Manhattan School of Music, New School,
Every
and
school.
yeah,
Have you
every.
thought of Purchase? Is another one too.
Oh, I've not heard of that one.
It's in upstate New York.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
great,
yeah, and I'm also going to be applying to some West Coast schools, UCLA again, and USC.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Christian's starting to get off in his career today. He came to see a concert today in Manhattan. I was playing at Dante Park. I'm going to have some videos of me performing there today. But everybody, let's thank Christian for coming on today. We're going to play one more song um, before we finish. Just one more song, and then and definitely follow Christian everywhere and follow his career. He's starting off right now. And it's great to in the jazz world. There's not too many of us, so especially guitar 7-string guitar players. So
Yeah.
it'd be great to actually you know um, check out Christian's career and see how it's going. Thank you everybody for watching. Uh, Michelle says, "Wow, great job! Such a beautiful song for 7 string. See, you got all these fans." Okay. Here's another question. Rodney says, "How is the 7 string received in school? What do people think about when you go to college? I never thought about that actually.
Um, I don't
Do people say anything about it, or you
know.
don't have any teachers that teach it there?
No, no one teaches it there. When I play at a any combo, I always have the mindset of playing 6 string. But what I've realized is more singers wants to do more stuff with me because
It's a great instrument for that stuff. Yeah,
it's more fuller. As
yeah,
well. So that's one thing.
yeah. It's great for accompaniment 7 string guitars. So you could do like duos, singers, and all of that kind of stuff. It's great.
Also, why hire a bass player if you can play it?
Well,
Nah, I'm just kidding.
no, I mean I prefer to play bass with
I
bass
do
if I
too.
have to, but I mean sometimes I get hired where the guy wants me to play 7 string guitar and do the bass and that's kind of a drag, you know. But unless you're Charlie Hunter, who does all that stuff really well, the guy who plays like the hybrid 7 6 or 7 string guitar, who's a friend of mine actually. Yeah. So oh yeah, great job, Christian. Margarita Barnilla, you know her?
No.
Oh wow, Magdalena Bonilla said you're doing
Oh,
great.
that's one of my cousins.
Oh, your cousin. Well, you have like a lot of family watching right now. It's like the family tree here. I love it. I love it. Yeah, yeah. So there's another comment too from Michelle. What is the biggest challenge for you learning the 7 string guitar? Since you play not only 6 string guitar but also mariachi, she said. That's my
Okay.
so.
Well, in mariachi music, I play violin. So.
Oh really?
Yeah.
It's not guitar?
Not guitar.
I didn't know that.
I play violin. So for me,
I want to hear you play violin one day.
come to San Diego.
Well, you don't have one with you? I'm just kidding.
Nah,
Okay, go ahead. Okay.
No. Well, in violin, I studied classical. So I always thought that it was a myth. When you go to classical to jazz, it's really hard, which it is hard. So when I have my mindset on violin, I just have it on the violin. And sometimes whatever I play here, I incorporate it on the violin. For example, playing 2 notes at once. So if I have a scale, I can play
Yeah.
like that.
Mhm.
And the violin, I'm able to do that. So that's what I incorporate a lot in the violin with the guitar. But what I've learned is that each instrument that you pick up, it's its own instrument. So try to avoid the bad habits of whatever you're playing here. You can transition to another string instrument. And I think that helped me to learn more because I like detached myself from the violin and I was like, okay, this is a jazz guitar. Same thing with jazz guitar, classical guitar. You have a different mindset, and then you start playing with play. That's what I do a lot. But in jazz, I try to incorporate classicals in.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, it's good to incorporate. So you're saying you like to add different
Yeah.
styles into.
Oh, when learning, I like to separate everything that I know and pick it up like that I know nothing about the instrument,
Mm-hmm.
so I
Yeah.
can get bad habits. So
Oh
that's
yeah.
what I do a lot.
Well, a lot of Japanese just have bad habits.
Yeah.
Let's play one more song. Okay, hold on one second. Eastman String. Oh, let me see that. Eastman Strings needs an endorser as an endorser for all strings: violin, guitar, 7-string, jazz. They stopped. So just so you know, Biker Chick, Eastman stopped making 7-string guitars. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yeah, they stopped making them because no one's playing them. But now we have more people playing them, so they should start again.
Yeah, I was at the Angelico showroom, and they were thinking about. Well, they told me of things that they would do to the upcoming guitars, which I'm not gonna say. But I told them if you ever plan on doing a 7-string guitar, let me know.
Yeah, I've talked to them about that. They told me that they don't do 7 strings, but hope maybe they do now because of you.
Yeah, they really liked this guitar. Like they started calling people, FaceTiming them, be like, "Oh, look at what he brought."
Yeah, so everybody, let's take a look one more time with this guitar before we finish up. It's a 7-string D'Angelico, and you don't find those things at all.
Yeah,
You know, it's really great. Let me see. There's another comment here. That's why it's so important for 7-string guitars to keep the instrument alive. Yes. So if you want to study 7-string guitar or get into it, please let me know. I'll get you into it because that's how I started. Bucky Picciarelli was always trying to get me to play. And so we're gonna do one more song, everybody, and before we finish up, so let's do one more. Ready?
Yeah.
Here we go. Count it up. What's the song called?
Donald Lee.
Count it up.
1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2.
Yeah, thank you, thank you. Oh, Rodney, thank you for the super chat. Thank you, Rodney. Thank you for the $5 super chat. And if you appreciate everybody, the show, I take donations or whatever, PayPal, Venmo, Cash App at Ron Jackson Music, and super chat right here on my YouTube channel, Ron Jackson Music. So let's give Christian a big hand for being on the show, Christian. You know, and definitely follow Christian everywhere if you can, and definitely check him out when you live, whatever you're performing. You know, get a Bands in Town, page and all that, so that people can follow you and track you, and to see your shows. You know, let everybody know where you're playing. What's your next gig?
Actually, I don't know.
Oh, don't you have a gig? Are you supposed to go back for a gig right now? Oh, that's something else. It's not a public gig?
Nah.
No? Okay.
No, unfortunately.
Yeah, so, definitely follow Christian Rodriguez everywhere. I have one more announcement to make before we finish up. And we'll see you on the next show of Keeping Tabs with Ron Jackson. Here we go. I'm going to play this right before we get out of here. Thanks for watching my podcast, Keeping Tabs with Ron Jackson. Please join my Patreon at patreon.com/Ron Jackson Music, and you get cool perks like picks, books, vinyls, CDs, and downloadable lessons. And you can even score a lesson if you join the new Patreon referral program, where you can earn a free half-hour lesson for referring somebody who joins my Patreon for a year, and also get a discount of 10%. And most of all, you can be on my show called Keeping Tabs with Ron Jackson, my new podcast. So join my Patreon, and I'll see you guys soon. Thank you, and thanks for watching. Hey, everybody. Let's give a big hand for Christian. So we'll see you guys soon, and you can watch this over and over and show it to your friends and family. Okay, so Christian, you'll be telling everybody about the podcast, coming here to visit New York. Thanks for coming visit me. Yeah. And we'll see you guys soon, okay? And I'll try to get over to. I'm actually going to be in California in January. Everybody, doing a tour, mostly in the Bay Area and up in the Pacific Northwest. We're going to try to get to Los Angeles, and maybe San Diego. So let's see what happens. It's going to be with the great Alex Skolnick and George Cole, who's from the Bay Area, who plays with Dave Grissom up there. He plays a lot of SF jazz and all this. So we'll see you guys soon. And thank you, Rodney, for the super chat. Let's thank Christian's family and everybody else who watched. Okay, Miss Magdalena and everybody in your whole family, your father and mother, brothers, sisters, cousins, everybody else, okay? And we'll see you guys soon. Have a great day, okay? Bye-bye. Thank you. Bye-bye.